Hello, all my beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to this channel, which is solely dedicated and focused on the element of water. So, the energies connected to the element of water, the astrological signs, the astrological houses, that's what we're going to be talking about on this channel. Again, it's all focused on water energy. Okay, so this video is going to be focused on kind of an overview, if you will, of water energy and kind of the different aspects and energetic qualities that play into water energy as a way of giving us a foundation to understanding, articulating, and investigating water energy. I am going to be using the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck to help illustrate some of these qualities. This deck is absolutely beautiful, as you will see today. This is not a paid promotion or anything, but if you were interested in this deck, I wanted you to know what it was. It's gorgeous. Look at this packaging. Anyway, that is a review for another day. So again, we are talking about the element of water. So before we dive into it today, please consider subscribing, clicking like on this video if you found anything informative or helpful for you. This channel is not just dedicated to water astrological signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but it's for any of us that want to know more about these sort of spiritual, emotive, intuitive qualities of the element of water. The reason why I started this channel is because I have all three of the astrological signs in my sun, moon, and rising energy. And so my journey to understanding water has been critical to my spiritual growth and my success as well in my corporeal husk, if you will. Okay, so the element of water. So the element of water is a divine feminine energy. So it is a yin energy, and is of course shared with the element of earth as well. Water energy is, to me, it is our connection. It is our connection to ourselves. It is our connection to the world around us. It is our connection to the world beyond us, right? Those spiritual things, those unseen places and spaces, the mysteries, the darkness. It is also the place where we go to be healed, to be read up, R-E with a hyphen, and insert many different words in here, right? Revitalize, renew, rejuvenate, refresh, replenish, right? All of these qualities are connected to the element of water. The element of water is also associated with adaptation and change, but change more in the forms of like a cycle, right? And therefore is very much so represented by the moon energy, okay? So the moon is a heavenly body. It is not a planet, even though sometimes it is referred to as a planet. We all know that it is a moon, or is a satellite of Earth. The moon represents reflectivity. The sun is about expression, and the sun's counterpart is the moon. And these are two different entities. And because they are two different entities, they're able to sort of respond to each other. So the moon is about reflection, reflecting more specifically on the sun's energy or on the ego, which makes us self-aware, right? That's how we as humans are self-aware. That's how we're able to evaluate ourselves and then make actions or changes based on what we see, in those reflections. The moon also connects to how we nurture and nourish ourselves, which is very much so Cancerian energy and what Cancerian energy reflects, as well as the fourth house. So the fourth house is about how we nurture ourselves. It's about family. It's about home. And I would even argue home as the concept of home, right? That emotional quality of home that may or may not reside in a physical place like a house. But it is related to home. It's about peace and where we find comfort, that sort of thing. Okay. And so Cancerian energy, just to pop back over to Cancer energy, is about comfort and protection. Again, more from an emotional standpoint. Taurus energy is about physical protection, right? The actual home, the physical place. And Cancerian energy is about kind of this quality or concept of home, which is more emotional. And Cancerian energy is a cardinal energy, which means that there is a level of a pioneering spirit, a bit of instigative energy there and bravery there. And I feel like it's more on the emotional side again. So we're focused again on that emotional side and ability to connect. So Cancerian energies in this way is willing to take the risk or takes the chance on a connection. And of course, if we're taking a risk, we understand that we could come to harm in some kind of a way. But there is a level, again, of bravery. Without fear, there is no bravery. Bravery doesn't exist, or courage doesn't exist without there being fear, something that could harm us, bring us to harm. So the other heavenly bodies that are connected to water energy in ancient astrology is Jupiter and Mars energy. Okay, so Mars energy, which is associated with Scorpio, which we'll get into a second. So backing up a little bit, the heavenly body energies, particularly the planets. So we talked about the sun and the moon kind of being counterparts to each other. The planets, because they receive energy from the sun, right? There's a side to every planet that is facing the sun, and there's a side to every planet that is facing away from the sun. So those sun-facing sides of the planets are the expressive energy. Those are the divine masculine signs or energies. And the signs that are facing away from the sun are the divine feminine energies. And we said that water is a divine feminine energy. And so they're going to be the side of a planet that is facing away from the sun. In this case, we're talking about Mars and Jupiter. So the side to Mars that is facing away from the sun, and again, I hesitate to say the dark side and the light side, because, dark and light imply positive and negative energies, but not in a neutral way, but in like a good or bad way. So the side to Mars that is facing away from the sun is our beloved Scorpio energy. I'm going to put her down here. But really, the heavenly body of Mars is really about self-focused movement, whether that is physically moving where everyone can see you charging forward, that is Aries energy, or whether it is the more internal, like self-motivated sort of energy, which is the more Scorpio side to Mars. But it is about forward momentum. It is about action. Mars is often associated with the general, where if the sun is the king, then Mars is the general, right? The one that gets her done, that develops the plan or the strategies necessary in order to then take action and get things done, right? Conquer that area, or whether it be yourself or